Hi, this is Andy from SwissAAA.org. Today we are on the range of the Falls Bay Sports Shooting Club and also with the Falls Bay Firearm Training Academy in near Cape Town, South Africa. And we're gonna do a practical test of the Beretta APX Centurion. So APX Centurion, it's part of the APX series of Beretta that was originally done, I think, for the US military evaluation of a handgun, and then available on the civilian market since 2017. There's about more than a dozen models now in the APX series, and the Centurion is what I would call a compact gun. There is an APX compact, which is another different model, but that's compact, comparable to a Glock 19, HK VP9, the Walter PDP 4-inch with the less high grip, so the smaller grip. So it's a good compromise between having a reasonably long barrel and sight radius and good capacity, but still be more or less compact and suitable also for concealed carry. Now let's have a closer look. So what do you get when you buy the Beretta APX Centurion? Of course, the pistol itself. We're going to have a closer look at the features of the pistol right away. Then it comes in its box. There are two additional back straps. Now there's the medium back strap is mounted. There's a small and a large one. There's two magazines, more or less useless or usable, like cleaning rod or something, and a magazine fast loader. So that is what you get. What are the characteristics and features of the APX Centurion? It's a striker-fired pistol. It's the first striker-fired pistol that Beretta has made so far. And it's fairly compact, as I said earlier. So what are the main elements that we have here? We have quite a good contrast 3-point steel sights, open sights installed from the factory. Both in a dovetail, so it's drift adjustable and relatively easily interchangeable with aftermarket sights. Then the very prominent on that gun, the slide serrations here, makes the slide very grippy, very easy to rack at speed with slippery hands and so on and so forth. So it's a very good thing. Then here we have the takedown lever. We're going to see later on how to disassemble the gun. Then we have an ambidextrous slide release or slide lock lever. We have the mag release, which can be switched over, so it's not ambi. We have the trigger, of course, with the trigger safety, trigger guard, the grip, and now some special features. Magazine first. Magazine here has a standard 15 round capacity in 9x19 millimeter. And now some special features. It has kind of it's not a decocking device, but you can, release the striker by pressing in this here little pin, and that's done, of course, that for disassembly you don't have to pull the trigger. It needs to be decocked to disassemble, so they put that in. If it's quite cumbersome to use, so, but I never really use it, but it's there. And then another interesting feature of the APX, let's see that it's empty. It is. So if one pulls the trigger, the firing pin safety protrudes here on top of the slide. Doesn't have any other real function, but it does protrude here. Why is that? I don't know. It's just a feature of the gun. So now next, let's look at how to disassemble it. So let's field strip the Beretta APX Centurion. First we unload it, of course. Now, as I said, it needs to be decocked to remove the slide. You can use this little, see, I'm not going to do it, it's quite cumbersome. Or you can just pull the slide back a little bit, and then push the disassembly lever from the right side a little bit in, then it can be turned downwards. Now the slide doesn't come off, so we have to actually decock, and then the slide comes off. So that's the grip module, recoil spring, stay here, don't roll, it wants to roll. Barrel slide, so it's a standard configuration here, the parts just don't wanna stay here. So, and otherwise it's a very simple thing. What you can do, you can switch the grip module. So you can take out all these things here and just put on another grip module, other color. There is a grip module with other size, so it's a smaller grip, less capacity, but more concealability with the same inner workings and the same barrel slide and so on assembly. Different magazines though, if concealability is something other here, this guy. Now of course, if you turn it into the horizontal, then it comes out. If it stays in the vertical, it cannot come out. So that's something to know. That's the field stripped gun. More you don't really need to reassemble. It's quite easy. Just put the slide on, and this assembly lever will go in position automatically. Disassemble the magazine. It's very easy. Just push on the little button here. Remove the base plate. Spring comes out, follower comes out. It's easily disassembled. Reassembly. That's it. That's very easily done. No wonder it was made for military evaluation. So field stripping, disassembly, assembly should be really easy, and it is. Now let's see how the APX Centurion is handling and how is it shooting. Of course, the shooting is a bit dependent from me. It's a subjective test at the end, but let's see how it does. Range is hot, eyes and ears. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load the pistol. Tells me already a little bit about the handling. So load and make ready. That was very grippy. Mag goes in easily, rack the slide, no problem. To unload, that's very good. I can catch the round, I can operate the slide lock here with my thumb easily. It stays open, I can check it. That's it's a very handy, very well to handle. Let's shoot a couple of rounds. I'm gonna shoot from the ready position, 1 round. Now the criteria is of course how well can I grip it, how well can I acquire the sights, how well can I time on the trigger, and so on and so forth. Let's see how that works. From the ready. So that's very good. I can acquire the sights, the front sight very quick. Now for my hands, with the medium front strap, it really fits the hand very well. I would prefer to have like an orange or a red front sight, but it's rarely the case in duty guns or military style guns from the factories. They are interchangeable, so I don't care really much at the moment. Now let's go from the holster on target. That works pretty well. Yeah, it's nice. For me, it works quite well. Let's do an empty chamber start. That's just to see how well can I grip the slide in a hurry. More or less in a hurry. Let's see. That worked pretty well. Let's just keep it out again. Okay, that works pretty well. Next thing, let's go to some mag changes and reloads. Let's do some mag changes and reloads. What's the difference? So mag change, there's still ammo in the gun and I retain the mag. I put it here in my pocket. And the reload is, I want to shoot and I run dry and it's an emergency and I drop the mag. Of course, now here we see how well can I operate the mag release, how well can I put in the new mag, also how well comes the old mag out, and so on and so forth. Let's see how that works. Range is hot, eyes and ears. Load and make ready. So I'm gonna shoot one, mag change, shoot another one. Let's see. That was okay. Okay, so that was mag changes. That worked pretty well. Let's see if I do reloads. So I need one in the chamber and an empty mag. Let's check. That's fine. So I shoot one, slide locks to the rear, drop the mag, reload, and shoot another one. Let's see. It drops free, no problem. So that works pretty well. I have some trouble to get the mags out of my mag pouches, but that's more the problem of the mag pouch. Otherwise, this works pretty well. Let's do some malfunction clearance. So I'm going to do a simple malfunction, tap rack. How I'm going to start with an empty chamber from the ready, for example, click, tap rack, bang. Alright, let's see how that goes. Range is hot, eyes and ears. Load and make ready. Empty chamber, mag in, yes, so it goes click, tap, rack, bang. Of course, the rack, as expected with that gun, is quite good. There's not much errors you can do here. So that works very well. Now, let's step it up one, go to the extended malfunction. How's that done? How I do it is there's one in the chamber, mag in, that's prepared for the extended malfunction. Now it doesn't shoot, tap rack, then lock slide, mag out, 2 racks, new mag in, rack, shoot. Let's see. I'm not gonna do it 10 times, huh? So from here. That was no problem whatsoever. It was fluent, quick. I like that. Next, let's do some double tap. Let's see how quick and how well can I recover from recoil. That depends, of course, on my grip and so on, but also a little bit on the behavior of the gun. Let's see what I can do. Range is hot, eyes and ears. Load and make ready. There's not much in here. A little bit more in there. So I've got to shoot a more or less fast double tap. That worked pretty well. Let's see if I can repeat. Not bad. There's still something in here. The first one went flying. Not enough grip. That was good. Okay. If you do your part and do really the strong grip, the tiger claw as I call it, then it works. If you get sloppy like me on the one shot, whoop, it goes off. But it's easy, controllable in 9mm, no problem. Let's do some one-handed shooting. How well can I control the gun with one hand, right? So strong hand, switch the hand, left, weak hand, switch the hand, strong hand. Of course, from 10 meters on these plates, not completely easy, so let's see how I can do it. Range is hot, eyes and ears. Load and make ready. I'll start with the strong hand. Okay, my weak hand, I had 2 misses there, the rest went pretty well, but as a conclusion, so the switch of the hand works well, it is good, very well controllable with one hand, so there's no complaints there except me. Precision test. So I'm here at 15 meters, that's the maximum we can do on that range. Gonna shoot the plates. They are roughly 20 centimeters, a little bit less in diameter. So from 15, let's see whether I can hit them. Of course, it's not a precision test of the gun. That's dependent on the ammo, the gun needs to be fixed and so on and so forth. So I just do what I can do this morning, 5 rounds on the plate at 15. Let's see, range is hot, eyes and ears. Field precision. If it stops wiggling around, it's easier to hit. Maybe I take the next one. Alright, that was 5 out of 5. So my little field precision test, it's accurate enough for my purposes for the gun. To summarize the performance of the gun, also my performance this morning a little bit, reliability. I've used this gun now for a bit more than a month, shot about 2,000 rounds through it, different ammunition, reloaded ammunition, factory ammunition, different bullet weights, different loads, and so on and so forth. Full magazines, partly filled magazines. The gun has not had a single malfunction of any kind. Of course, not all the hits were always in, but that's my fault, you know, so mental shooter malfunction. But the gun is very reliable, it works under all circumstances, right? So otherwise, it's really grippy for me, for my hands. I can do a really good grip. The controls are very easily reachable. I can do mag changes reasonably fast. I can reach the slide lock. I can't engage it by accident. That never happened. Also not the mag release. So all the manipulations, mag change, reload, malfunctions, and so on and so forth, it goes really well with the gun. I have reasonably hit the targets during this period. I did some matches in CCP, in IDPA, MPDS, also in IPSC, so it works really well. I'm really satisfied with the pistol. I don't see it much on the ranges, neither here in South Africa nor in other locations in the world. And I'm a bit surprised by that, because it's a really good gun. I can completely recommend the APX Centurion for a compact gun. Visit our YouTube channel SwissAAA and also the website SwissAAA.org, especially the online academy, for more contents around firearms education, firearms training, sports shooting, and so on and so forth. Contact us with your questions and remarks, and I would like to thank you for watching.